Alright guys, today we are cooking dino ribs. We're not just cooking, we're smoking. And let me show you how. Have you ever wanted to make some great smoked meat but didn't want to spend the time doing it? Look how meaty those are. Well, let me show you how. For this recipe, we're going to be using our zgrills wood pellet smoker. It gives a great wood smoked flavor to your foods. Very easy and convenient to use. Pellet smokers offer convenience and consistent flavorful results with minimal effort, making them ideal for beginners and busy cooks. Their primary benefit includes precise temperature control, the ability to set it and forget it, and easy to source pellets, which are tailored for smoked flavors. While they do require electricity, their ease of use and automated features provide a hands-off smoking experience. Alright guys, let's make our barbecue rub. We're going to need some pepper. We're going to do half a cup. We're going to do salt. This is a Himalayan pink salt. You can use kosher salt. I like to use a funnel in one of these big containers, and then that way as I'm building my rub, I have room to shake it, and then I have a shaker top with it. Let's do garlic powder. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of granulated onion powder. We'll add a tablespoon of paprika. We'll add a tablespoon of chili powder, and completely optional, but I'm going to add a teaspoon of cumin. Now there's our rub. Let's shake it up. This rub will be good for briskets, for beef ribs. This rub will be good on chicken. Pretty much anything you want to barbecue or smoke, this rub will be good for. Alright guys, so we've got our beef ribs. These are dino ribs. This one has 4 bones in it. Let's go ahead and split it open. Their choice. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll pat these down. We'll get the purge out of there. Alright, so this is a good looking, nice and meaty rack of ribs. We're going to leave it all together. You can see that this part is kind of split there by that vein of fat running through, but these are going to eat good. Call this brisket on a stick. So I'm just going to put some mustard on there, use that as a binder. You can use some oil, some fat. This just kind of helps your spices to stick. And I usually just go around the board with, or the pan with the edge to pick up the spices that I missed. And there you go guys, there's our ribs. They're seasoned. Let's put some, let's get our grill set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap these in plastic wrap while we wait, and we're going to set up our grill. Alright, let's set up our smoker. Today we'll be using our zgrills pellet grill. We already did our burn-in. So now one of the things that I've seen suggested is to cover this with aluminum foil. I've got some heavy-duty aluminum foil. This step is going to make cleanup a lot easier. Alright, so now we're ready to go ahead and plug it in and get it turned on. So right away it'll come on. We'll hit this, and I'm going to want to set it down to 200, and then we'll set that for like 165. The temperature probes, and then we'll set the probes for 165. And remember, we can monitor this on our app. So now's a good time to go ahead and make sure that we have enough pellets in there. We'll go ahead and finish off this bag of zgrills competition blend. Alright, so our smoker's coming up to temp. Let's go ahead and get these ribs ready. We've already seasoned them, so let's go ahead and we'll stick our temperature probes in there. Let's go right here for this one, and then this one we'll do on this other end. And put it here and let it smoke. Alright guys, so here we are on the zgrills app. We're going to log in. We're going to check our grill, and right now we can see that it's sitting at 231 degrees, and probe 1 is sitting at 80 degrees and probe 2 is sitting at 80 degrees as well. Today we are cooking beef ribs, and if you see on there beef back ribs, you want to set the smoker between 225 and 250, and we're looking for a finished internal temp of 185 to 190, and it's going to take us 3 to 4 hours. So we'll go ahead and set that up. I want to see it at about 165. That way I can figure out if we're going to wrap these guys in some butcher paper, and let's let it cook. We'll check back in a little while. I almost forgot. I had one more step I wanted to do. I wanted to spray these down with some Wagyu beef tallow, because smoke sticks to fat. And that'll help us to get a little smokier start, okay? All right, guys, so it has been almost 4 hours. Got a little bit of pooling right here of the juices running off though. Bark is almost set. One of the things we did was we lowered the temperature down a little bit. So I dropped it down on the settings 165, but we're still pulling temps of about 190. We are using some pellets, and that's where you get your smoke from. Our internal temps on the ribs there are at 161 and 165, so we'll just let them go, and hopefully that bark will intensify. And actually, since I've got it, I'm going to go ahead and give it a spray of the Wagyu beef tallow. So we'll go ahead and spray it down a little bit. We'll use all the tools we got. Got some really nice smoke going on right now. Alright, so I'm going to move the ribs up to the top rack. See if they'll grab a little more of that smoke that's coming through. Alright. So we can definitely see that the bark is starting to get darker. So we're just going to let it roll, let it ride, keep on getting that smoke. So about an hour ago we raised the temp to 245 degrees. Right now we're reading at 244. Our temperature probes are reading out at 183 and 186. So the app alerted me that our probe has reached temp, and we're going to go outside and check them. We're almost 9 hours in, so they should be really close to being ready, and we'll get ready to pull them. All right, guys, so we started this brisket right around noon, and it's coming up on 9 p.m. right now. So we're looking at a 9-hour cook. One of the things that I did do is I actually started at a higher temperature than what I needed to. I'll explain that a little bit further along in this video. But as you can see right now, we're looking for a grill temp of 245. We've got an internal temp of 192 on probe 2 and 186 on probe 1, with the grill reading at 248 degrees. Now, earlier I wanted to kind of take advantage and see what this zgrills smoker could do, and I wanted to take advantage of the app. So we went to the movies. Let me tell you, while I was there in the movies, I was able to monitor the temperature and actually adjust the temperature. Look at these ribs, guys. Sorry, fighting with the lights over here. Look at those beautiful beef ribs. To the touch, they're soft and springy. We've got some great fat render Look at how they're glistening. Let's take them over to the cutting board and let them come down a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and power it down. We're gonna power it down and it's gonna continue to run, okay? And that is completely normal. All right, guys, check out these ribs. Look at that meat. You got good fat render. They're glistening, they're glowing. You got a good temperature or good color of the bark. I probably could have got it a bit darker if I would have just let it smoke really slow. It's kind of hot. But now we need to let these come down from that high temp. So I'm just gonna let them rest for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. Then we'll cut into them. Man, that looks great. See this?
Wait, no.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, let's check that internal temp. All right, so we're sitting around 145, I guess. 144, yeah. It might go up a little bit higher, but we've been resting for a while. So now let's go ahead. The moment that we have been waiting for, all right? We've got these beautiful beef ribs. These suckers are nice and thick. They've cooked, they've rendered well. Let's get in there and see what we did. I want to frame that up. I need to, guys. So we got that. Here's the other one, and we've got one more. All right, let's take a picture of this one. Just the bottom round one, yeah. Take a picture of that, yeah. How about take another picture? All right. These came out beautiful. They smell good. The bark was set nice. Super excited. Can't wait to try this. All right, guys, the moment we've been waiting for. This was a 9-hour cook. We've got these beautiful ribs.
If you haven't already done so, please hit that like button, maybe even subscribe, share this video. It really helps out my channel. Have a question about this video? Ask me in the comments. Want to see a special recipe? Leave me a message.
That's delicious. Seasoning on the outside. Had a little bit of a crunch from the bark that was built up. The meat was soft, tender. Whenever I bit it, the juices kind of exploded in my mouth. When I bit it, that dripped down my chin. So really, you can get pretty amazing ribs on a pellet grill. You need to try this recipe. You need to try it soon. I'll list all of the ingredients, and we'll see you soon here at the chef's backyard. That is so good.